Men of today are not interested in coming to save you because they don't see behavior from you that is worth saving.
Why men stop chasing women?
I went on a date with a guy on the weekend, and then I just saw today that he's now unmatched me.
Have you noticed that men no longer have the energy to chase? Have you noticed?
Men aren't obsessed because there's nothing to be obsessed with. It's a waste of time.
Dudes in 2024 are acting so fucking feminine. It's actually terrifying.
Ladies, can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all please stop chasing these men? Like, please.
Rejection is a man's biggest fear.
No, it's not. A man's biggest fear is not accomplishing his goals, not women rejecting him. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Don't chase women. You deserve someone that wants you back and won't play games like that. Not only that, but if in the rare instance she's not playing games and she's being serious, you could get in big trouble from that. Overall, it's just not worth it.
Just shoot your shot. I mean, honestly, what do you actually have to lose? Just do it.
So there is science behind why women should let men pursue them. So men's brains were wired to be hunters. Back in the day when guys had to go out and hunt for their food, their brains are wired to be better at picking up moving stimulus and taking visual cues. And they have a lot more of the hormone testosterone, which pushes them to go after what they want. So this is why in movies, you see a pretty girl walk by and then the guy notices and goes after her. This chase stimulates the reward center in a man's brain. Now for women, studies have shown that our brains are more wired to choose between different suitors. This is because with reproduction, women are the ones that get pregnant, carry the baby for 9 months, and so we're taking the greater risk. So our brains are wired to help us be selective when choosing the best mate. So I say we get back to the natural order of things. Guys, work hard to pursue. Women, choose wisely.
Men, by nature, are often wired to be hunters. However, if the prey keeps running away or playing hard to get indefinitely, he'll eventually lose interest and look elsewhere for something that values him. Many women today seem to have this mindset of waiting for men to be obsessed over them without putting in effort or reciprocating genuine interest. It's as if they believe their mere presence or attractiveness is enough to keep a man endlessly chasing. But the truth is, men have their limits too, and it's not worth them going over the limit to receive nothing. They won't keep chasing someone who shows no interest or appreciation. It's a waste of time and effort.
If you're dating a nonchalant man, why? If he's not obsessed with you, what is he obsessed with? And why isn't it you?
Baby, if I already ha-ha'd your story like 47 times and I'm hearting all your little pictures and breaking my finger, like, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because I feel desperate now.
They think everyone wants them. Rejection isn't a thing women are used to, I guess. Take the guessing game out. If you want someone, let it be known to them. You made this video for the world to see, but can't say, "Hi handsome, are you single?" Unfortunately, that's not how it works anymore. Last time I checked, closed mouths don't get fed. If you see a man you like, just say hi. Sitting back and liking his pictures on social media doesn't mean much. It can easily send mixed signals. A guy could think you're just being friendly or uninterested altogether. Maybe try using your words next time. Men do it all the time, stepping up and risking rejection. If you truly want something, waiting around for him to read your mind isn't going to cut it. It's 2024, and the days of passive hints should be long gone.
Well, that's a problem. But not my fault. I did everything I could, and you did too. Also, why are you still here?
Yo, women love to call men thirsty, but they hate a man that they can't manipulate with their body. If they can't pop off that bra, shake a little ass, and he's not drooling all over her, she is pissed. Like, how dare he ask for intellect, substance, a skill set, or conversation? I'm a woman. I don't need to do any of that.
Dudes in 2024 are acting so fucking feminine. It's actually terrifying.
Wait, I thought that some women were tired of masculinity and all the toxicity that comes with it.
You wonder why there are so many lesbians out here now?
Well, this ought to be good.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because you guys are acting feminine as
Really? How so?
If we want flowers, you want flowers. If we want you to take us shopping, you want us to take you shopping. You want to be treated like a woman. You want to be treated like a princess.
Huh. You'd think that there'd be some women out there celebrating that some men are getting rather in touch with their feminine side.
It is so creepy. I think that dating the same sex is becoming more frequent these days because of that, because we are dating feminine ass men. And so we're just switching right over.
So if some men are deciding that they're going to no longer act in the stereotypical masculine ways in which so many women have complained about over the years, then some of those very same women are going to then start dating women because the men aren't acting masculine anymore. Make it make sense.
Damn, us men can never win. You're meaning to tell me that I just bought 6-inch stilettos for nothing? It's because people always look for what is missing rather than what they have. Never happy. Never got flowers in my 27 years, but if I get, I would be touched. But I never expect to get them. I want someone to put as much energy into a relationship as I do. And if you can't do that, then bye. What I discovered by not dating is more money for me, and I don't have to hear someone else's kids. The only reason she's saying men are acting feminine is because men aren't bowing down to their unrealistic standards anymore. It's not that men are becoming soft. It's that they've woken up and realized their own worth. Men aren't willing to chase after women who demand everything but offer nothing in return. These women think their inflated sense of self-entitlement should be catered to, but men have stopped playing that game. The reality is that men are no longer willing to meet these delusional expectations where they're expected to jump through hoops just for basic attention or approval. They're walking away from one-sided dynamics where only the woman's needs are prioritized. Instead of chasing validation from women who don't appreciate them, men are choosing to invest in themselves. That's why they're angry.
A lot of women will ask a man out because she would rather play the weird game of trying to get him to know that she likes him and wants him to make the move. It's time-consuming, it's a waste of time, and it takes forever. And a lot of men won't make the first move now because they've heard women say loud and clear that they don't want men to approach. So why not cut out all that silliness and just make the first move on your own? It's not that big of a deal.
Men of today are not interested in coming to save you because they don't see behavior from you that is worth saving. When you act like a man, the expectation is for you to defend yourself like a man. And when you are out in the street fighting, when you are out at 3 a.m. involved in an altercation, men compartmentalize that. And they already know that you're not the caliber of woman that necessitates them risking their lives for and getting involved. See, you see, my husband, he is called to lay down his life for me. Not some random woman out at the club. Anytime my husband, when we're out, we go somewhere, he's assessing the threat. And when they see loud and obnoxious women showing out like orangutans, they tune out. It's like they go away in their mind somewhere because they know that it is not worth the risk of putting their own lives in danger for someone that doesn't even value their own life or safety.
That is true.
These women who are out at 3 a.m. partying aren't the type that wants to be saved. They just love the streets. They love spending their prime years having fun, jumping from one partner to the next, and then expect a good man to come along later. But the truth is, they don't qualify for a good man. A man looking for a serious relationship isn't interested in someone who's been living recklessly and prioritizing temporary fun over stability. By the time they realize they want something real, it's often too late. They've wasted their best years on shallow thrills, and a man of quality isn't going to settle for someone who only sees him as a backup plan. It's hard, but it's the truth. It's just the reality.
When it comes to men, us women place guys into 3 categories. The first category is the guy that we meet and we instantly just want. The sexual chemistry is high. We don't care what they do or how much they make, they are getting it. The second type is the guy that, he's okay. He's maybe not that good looking, but he's willing to spend money. He's going to pay our bills. He's going to buy us nice things. He's going to take us on all the dinner dates. But is he the one? No. Is sexual chemistry high? Or mid, probably. And then there's a third guy. The third guy doesn't have a shot in hell. There is nothing that he can do. There is no amount of money that he can make that would make us want him. He is a no right off the bat. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
Guys like having something to chase. I saw this video of a girl talking about how if a guy wants to date you, you'll know. Like if you're wondering if a guy wants to date you or not, he doesn't. If you're talking to a guy and you don't know if he wants to date you or not or what he's doing, or no, you're an option because you're acting like an option. Okay, listen. Guys want to work for something. If it's easy to them, they'll treat it like something that's easy, like come and go, accessible. And you don't want to be that. Not only in the beginning of the talking stages, you don't want to be like that. Even during the relationship, you don't want to be like that. You still want to be something to chase in a healthy way. Do other things. Make your life so interesting without him. Go off of your phone for a few hours. Let him wonder what you're doing. Only bring him in environments where you're really valued, so whenever he goes there, he sees how the people around you are treating you and how valued you are. And in his mind, don't act like an option and you won't get treated like an option. You want to be chased.
No, we do not. No, we don't. We want it to be straightforward. You make me chase, I'm giving up. Nope. Those are the girls I stopped talking to, now happily married to the girl who didn't make me chase. We have been saying for years that we absolutely hate the chase. If you like someone, then tell them. If I notice I'm not prioritized in anyway, I'm out. I don't think men actually enjoy the chase at all. It's tiring and frustrating. What men really want is someone who shows genuine interest and isn't playing games. On the other hand, it seems like women enjoy being chased because it makes them feel desired or in control. But that can push men away, especially when they just want a relationship that's straightforward and peaceful. Men value honesty and openness. If a woman plays hard to get or creates unnecessary obstacles, it can feel like a waste of time. Instead of chasing, most men prefer mutual effort, where both people show they want to be with each other. The idea of constant chasing just leads to misunderstandings and burnout. At the end of the day, men would rather be with someone who values building something real together than someone who keeps playing games.
The reason men say I do not chase women, so you would pursue him instead. And if he disrespects you, you would get too scared to set in a boundary so he would not disappear because he said he doesn't pursue you. The truth is, some men will say a lot of things to make a woman jump when he clicks his fingers. However, to actually know does he pursue or not, you will see based on his actions and not his words.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad. Now, I'm a firm believer that this new wave of spicy sororters comes from the generation that believed in raising your daughters and enabling your sons. Because a lot of these men were so used to being praised for doing shit they should be doing, or they're so used to somebody not holding them accountable, now they feel like, okay, you go get you a little charger, a little apartment, you think a bitch is supposed to chase after you because you think you're doing something special. You're 36! But this is exactly why you will praise a single father but bash a single mother. You'll praise a man for he's a bachelor when he got his own car and crib. Meanwhile, I got a car, crib, and degree. You still gonna ask me where my man at. Girl! I think what is happening with this new wave of just awakening, we are realizing like, yeah, your ding-a-ling don't really mean that much. Okay, you are a human like anybody else. Come up off that pedestal that I know the patriarchy likes to prop you up on. You don't get gold stars for taking care of your kids. You don't get gold stars for having a car and a crib. You don't get gold stars for going to work. You should. Many of us have been doing this since we was fucking 15 and 16. Because these men were so used to being enabled, the girls who were raised, who y'all been checking for us since we came out the coochie, watching our every move, not even giving us the grace to be children. Yeah, we not going for that shit. So tighten up.
Real men pursue women we don't chase. It's either you want us or not. We not playing games. Once again, men do not want to be chased. They just know when to pull away when things aren't right. Approaching someone or shooting your shot at someone shouldn't be tied to a gender. It's about showing interest. But many women expect men to always make the first move because it makes them feel superior or more desirable. The truth is, men appreciate confidence in women just like anyone else. When a woman takes initiative, it shows she's interested and values his time. Women who constantly wait for men to approach are often stuck in old-school thinking, where they feel validated only by male attention. Meanwhile, men are tired of always being the ones who have to prove themselves. That mindset of wanting men to chase them is what's keeping these women single, and the only ones who brags about their own everything are women. They like to chant about being independent, own a car, etc. No man have done that.
The worst thing they can do is say no. So I was just in the gym and I saw a very attractive woman in there, okay? She was like partially Asian. I like Asian women. That's besides the point. She was probably 40 years old. I'm 24, but she was very, very attractive. She might have been in her mid-30s. Anyway, she was working out and I was working out. I didn't want to say anything to her while she was working out, so I waited until she was done working out and she was like over in the stretch area stretching. Mind you, I have not said anything to a girl in the gym in years. So I'm like, what the hell? This woman is very attractive, so I'm going to go say hi. The worst thing she can do is say no. So she had her headphones on. I walked up to her. I said, hey, what's your name? I shit you not. She gave me the dirtiest look of all time and said, I'm married. And I just kind of laughed. I was like, oh, sorry, and kind of walked away. 5 minutes later, the employees at the gym come up to me and say, hi, we have had multiple reports of you harassing women in the gym. I was like, multiple reports? I just asked that lady what her name was. They were like, yeah, we know. We saw the cameras. It wasn't a big deal, but this woman is upset that you asked her that. So slowly, the worst she can say is no is becoming way worse. So the employees then inform me that my presence at the gym is making this woman extremely uncomfortable and I have to leave for the night. I didn't look at her. I didn't even see her after I asked her name. So they were like 5 minutes away from closing anyway. So I was like, all right, I was almost done with my workout anyway. I'll just leave. And I shit you not, it was 7 minutes on the dot since I tried to say hello to this woman. I walk out of the gym. Her husband is parked right in front of the gym. How do I know it was her husband, you may ask? Because his windows were rolled down, and when I walked out of the gym, he said, hey, motherfucker, come here. So obviously I knew exactly who he was after he said that. I just kept walking and pretending like I didn't hear him, and now I'm in my car, and he is somewhere right over there. The worst she could say is no, right?
This incident is crazy, and it's one of the many reasons why guys don't approach women in the gym anymore. All the guy did was introduce himself, and suddenly he's being accused of harassment. It's situations like this that make men hesitant to approach women, even when they have innocent intentions. The gym used to be a place where people could casually chat, but now men are afraid that even a simple greeting could be taken the wrong way. Many men are starting to feel like they can't do anything without being labeled as creepy or disrespectful. It's not that they don't want to interact with women, but they're scared that a normal conversation could blow up into something bigger. If this kind of thing keeps happening, it won't just stop in the gym. Men will start avoiding women in other social settings too, not because they don't want to connect, but because they don't want to risk being misjudged. It's really creating a divide where guys are pulling back, and that's just going to make it harder for genuine connections to happen in the future. Oh well, you got what you wished for, I guess.